Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about Jenkins and how we can use Maven and then how to build a job in Jenkins in Azure, integration of Jenkins and Azure VM. So all these stuff we are going to work on that and I will show you how we can use Azure pipeline and integrate it with Jenkins in this series of DevOps. So let's begin on this. And if you have not subscribed this channel, you can just take a subscription from the link below, as well as if you want to watch the previous and the next video of this series, you can also take it from the description box in below, as well as the entire series link is there. So you can take it out from there. Okay, now just start on this and see what we are going to cover. We are going to cover it provisioning of Jenkins, Azure VMs, and then work on Maven, then Azure DevOps, jobs building and artifacts, and Azure pipelines. So first, what we have to do, what we need for this before starting on this. So we need at least one Microsoft Azure account that should be provisioned here like this. You must have an Azure trial account or anything. You can take it. And the one is you must have an putty client install to connect your SSH connectivity. So the putty you must have at your machine from which you are testing it. And then we are using an Azure DevOps project from demo. So demo generator, we worked on that. If you remember in the previous video, you have seen that. And we use this also in the My Shuttle section. So we'll move ahead on this. And first we have to build Jenkins VMs. I will share this URL in description box so you can take it from there. So this is the URL that have an Jenkins VM. Alternatively, you can search this VM and take it from there also, like from the Azure, and go to resource, create a resource, and from there you can take it. Or if you want, you can use the same this one, this URL. So this is Jenkins certified by bitnami, and we are going to use this predefined VM. Just going to create it. So what it will do, it will create a virtual machine that have a Jenkins configuration default. So let's begin with this and create a new resource group to move ahead. Put the name as Jenkins VM or anything, whatever you want. Select the location. I'm just keeping it as it is. Everything. Okay. I'm taking a username and a password instead of SSH key. So username as SPL admin, one password. Okay, just review and create it. It may take a couple of more minutes in the creation. Okay, it asking phone number. No issue, just give me type a number. Okay, not valid. Let me enter. Okay, now deployment is submitted and it's going to process. Okay, it's working. It's just okay. So deployment is in progress. Now we can see it will take a few moments, like a few minutes. So just wait for that to get it finished. Okay, so now we can see it's ready. The deployment of the machine is completed. Let's just go to resource. See, the by default, if we try to access it, Jenkins, it's listening on port 8080 at HTTP. To make it on HTTPS, there's a couple of ways. Like the first, you can do a deployment of certificate. The another way, you can configure an SSH tunnel. To configure with the SSH tunnel, what I'm just going to go my command prompt and open it. Okay. What else we need? We have to configure a putty and then SSH. So let me do one thing. First, we require this IP address, the public IP address of this machine. Connect with the putty. SSH funnel 8080 colon. Then put the name, the user ID that we have created at the time of provisioning of this machine. Just press enter. It will ask to survey host key is not catching the RST, can't read the server. Just trust it. Okay, now it's asking me to enter the password that we have created at the time of VM provisioning. Okay, so we can see we are able to log in with this Jenkins VM with the same username and the password that we have configured. Okay, so let's put the command to check the password of this Jenkins VM. So I will copy this command also. I'm just copying both commands here. So you can this one and another one, this one which we have already executed. So you people can take it from the description box. I will change the IP and this information so you guys can update as per your requirement. Then you have to just check with the current users credential information. So I think it's in a wrong window. This is the putty. So you can just put this command here and that will show the user and the password information for this particular uh, Jenkins VMs which we have configured. Now we have to configure or we have to log in with this VM and then we have to go for check the plugins. So let me quickly open it in a window, a different window here. Okay, localhost. We have configured the port 8080 and /manage. Okay, now we can see the username and password is asking user is the user and the password we can see it here because we have mapped this configuration from Azure VM to host. Okay, paste it here and put signing in. Once you clicked on sign in, you will be getting a page that is the home page and for your Jenkins VM which we have just deployed and connected an SSH tunnel through putty. So now we have to do or we have to configure the plugins. So just go on the manage plugins and manage Jenkins and then manage plugin option. In the manage plugin, click on the available and here you have to search. The first one is Azure DevOps. That is basically we are going to deploy two plugins here. One is the Maven and the other one is VSTS, that is Visual Studio team sharing services. So let's just open it and type it here, team service. Let's see. Okay. So Visual Studio Team Services continuous deployment option is available. Let me click on this and install it without restart. Take 1 or 2 minutes, not more than that. Okay, now it's done. Just go back in the manage plugins once again, and we have to find it out another one, that is Maven. Let me search. Okay, so now we can see the Maven integration plugin, and just click on this and again do the same. It will take another few more minutes. Okay, so it's done. And now we have to just go back on my dashboard and then manage Jenkins once again. The another option that we have to set it up, that is global configuration tools. So here what I'm going to do, let me just quickly open it. By default, Maven, it's not installed here, so we have to configure it. Let me just quickly click on, sorry, I think I clicked on the wrong configuration on security, so just need to go back and click on global configuration tools. Instead of that, I clicked on security. Okay, so by default what happened, the Maven is not installed as I said, so you have to manually configure and deploy it. So instead of doing that, I'm just going to add it here. Install automatically, just put the name here for this plugin. The alternate is that you can install it manually also. That would be a different process, like you have to deploy the file, star file, and then deploy in the normally, like in the Linux pattern. So instead of doing that, I'm just going to install it from here, configuration 363636. The name I just take it as from the Apache which it's taking. Click on save it. So it's done from here. Now just go and check how we can create and build a job in the Jenkins. So let me quickly go back in the new item, and we can see the Maven project is available, and let's type a name for the item. My style, I'm typing it. Type of project, I have taken it because it supports an out of box and wonderful support that is giving by this. So just click on OK. Okay. So now we can see the window is available. Let me just go on source code management. So, and this is the URL or path also, and we will use that. Let me just click on this. Okay. So you can see the source code management is currently not as available here because I have not given anything. So that I will take it from Git, and here it's asking to enter the repository URL. So for that, what we have to go and build one more thing, that is I talked about an initial stage. We need a, DevOps generator demo. So let me go ahead and create a new project in my DevOps demo generator. If you have not seen that, you can just uh, go in my third and the fourth, I think it's fourth and the second video of this series, and that part you will get how we can use this entire structure. So let's click on signing in. It's asking to enter the project name, and because I already entered the user and credential. So let me quickly build a project here. Okay, I think I chose to not choose that template. Now here we have to use the Magistral template because I'm going to use this one and quickly create a project. So once I create it, it will again take a couple of more minutes to get it done. Okay, it's provisioned now. Quickly navigate to project and just copy the URL. This is what we need from here. You can use your own created structure also. It's not like you can use this one only. It's up to you. So just go back in the Jenkins VM, and here we have to enter the URL. Just not enter the URL. Apart from that, couple of more things that you have to add it. So that is slash underscore get. This is the standard format that you have to enter it, and just add the URL, and after that you need to enter team project name get, and then the name is here. That is name is Mashter. Okay. Once you do, and just click on credential to add credential here. Okay, it's giving me an option to create a new credential here. One more thing I just wanted to add, you can see its domain credential is then restricted because and the structure is format, username and password. Okay, so let me just quickly do one more thing here. Option is that you can just go back in your shuttle and create a clone because I need to give the credential here in the window to connect to repository. So what I'm going to do it to connect to repository, I'm just going to take a credential from here only. Click on clone, and here you can see the generate get credentials. Just click on this. You can see it's generated. I will delete everything, so that's why I have shown. Otherwise, you have to keep it confidential. So I'm just copying the username and the same password from there, and then I will put it here. Username and the password, just enter it and click on add. Fail to connect repository, command this, no issue. Select it. Once you add credential, select the same credential here. Then we have to do a couple of more configurations in the same window. Before moving to that, we can see now the error is moved out because we have provided the credential to connect with Git. So just do the build setting here and put the goals. So let me just paste the goal here. Okay, the package test reset, you can simply the simple test. You can put the text here, and now what else we have to do? Just click on save. Okay, so now our configuration and marked, and it's saved here. So let me go ahead and add the, like, the build is completed, but now we have to trigger the artifacts. So what it will do as a pre-step or post-steps configuration. Okay, let's click on build now. Before that building, we have to just add the pre-steps if I want to add it in this section. You can do that with the help of same configuration section, and you can see the post build is there and the pre-built is available here, and the build section itself. Let me go ahead and pre-build. So you can add the pre and the post build from pre-build here, from the post build here. So let me add pre-build step, whatever the things you want to add, like execute the Windows command, execute the shell, or work and anything what you want to add it here. Same way, add the post build, archive the artifacts, or whatever the things you want, you can add it. Let me quickly add it. Add post build. What exactly it will do? It will archive the files. And what files? So I just added a couple of things here, like target slash star dot war star dot sql, or whatever files you want to archive. You can just put it here. Or it's not only the file archival. Whatever things you want, you can add as a post build action. Could be here. Okay, just click on save. Now click on build now to get it done, and it will start building. You can see the structure is started here. It will take a few moments, and then we will see result. It's done. So just click on this to see the result. Okay, you can see it's no, the building artifacts is there, and it's created whatever uh, we have done that. And if we click on test result to get this, you can see. So no failures detected. That means because we have not done anything in changes or not much activities we have done. So we can't see the lot of information here. So we can see that the build artifacts that we have taken it from there, my repository. If I go back my shuttle and the repository, from there it's taken, and we can just go back once again. Okay, so this is the project module and what we have in our test. So these are the field, you can check it out. The click on viewed files to view it. It's not readable because the file format structure is not supported here. It's a jar file, will be available in supported browsers. So now you can see the artifacts and everything has been fetched. You can build this Jenkins VMs and integrate it with Azure repository. Same way you can associate other projects. You can just go back on entire main dashboard. You can add the new item from here, and once you create a customized project here, you can also map the same structure here. So this is how we can integrate and how we can test it out, and we can build a job for Jenkins that can be integrated with the help of plugins. So this is all about this, and I will be back soon with the next video, and I will show you how we can integrate the multi-container application with Azure Kubernetes services. So keep watching this channel and do subscribe it. Thank you so much.